Hi, this is Matt, your New England Treasure Seeker, and we're here to show today our antique bottle collection. This is a collection we picked up over a period of 3 or 4 weeks. All of them came from either tag sales or estate sales. It's pretty cool when you start to look at stuff. The first one we found was this one. I had wax all on the top of it. I took a little knife, scraped along the seam, recognized that this was an old bottle. Little research, we found that this is what's called a blown-in mold with an applied lip. And it has a little bit of a ground pontil on the bottom. 1860 to 1900, pretty cool first find. Cost me 50 cents for that bottle. This is a Pepsi bottle, as you can tell, Pepsi. It's an applied color label or pyroglaze, and that particular design on the Pepsi bottle started in 1951 and puts this bottle in the 1950s. Again, pretty cool. And also, this has a crown cap on it, which most people are familiar with. The crown cap was invented in 1895 and took over soda bottles. Prior to that, they looked like this, with a blob top on the top, extra thick bottle. They put a cork in it, put a little wire mesh, almost like a champagne bottle, to hold the cork in it, and that's how soda used to be sold. This one is F. McKinley out of Philadelphia, and my research shows this is from the 1860s, so it's a Civil War bottle. One of the ways they used to close the bottles as well is what's called a lightning enclosure. You see them today. Grolsch uses the same concept. Home brewers use them, but this one dates back a little bit further than that because it's got the blob top on it, so pretty cool. Collectors like to see the lightning enclosures. This one here is a mineral spirits bottle. Again, blob top, blown in mold, same stops right here. This one is M.J. Cantwell out of Yonkers, New York. Pretty sure it's a mineral spirits bottle. Again, probably mid-1800s. They started the blob top. They started producing soda and using the blob top in the 1830s. So we're talking 1830 to 1895. This one is an inkwell or ink bottle. Pretty plain looking cone design, which was more popular prior to the 1880s. It is blown in mold, so the seam goes right up to here. It has a tool lip. Fairly good condition. A couple bubbles in it. If it was in excellent condition, this would be a $800 to $1,000 bottle. It's probably more in the $400 or $500 range. I hate to tell you how much I paid for it, but it's a pretty good find. This right here is I call it a Zanesville style flask. Zanesville was a company out of Ohio that made bottles between 1832 and 1851, and they're known for this rib design along the neck. It is free blown. It has a pontil on the bottom, and I'm not 100% sure this is Zanesville. Most Zanesville glass is darker in color. It could have also been made by another manufacturer. When the Zanesville design became very popular, other companies duplicated that effort, still prior to Civil War. This one's another blown-in mold with a sheared lip, an apocryphy glass bottle, which probably had a cork in it. And it's in very good condition. It's got a few bubbles in it. Blown in mold, sheared lip, 1800s again. I've got 3 milk bottles here. They look like they're blown in mold, but they tend to have that, and the automatic bottle machines that they use tended to leave that little space in there. Probably early 20th century. We've got a one pint bottle and 2 1-quart bottles. This one has a pretty cool cap on it. Borden's in italics on there. Again, it looks like blown in mold, has ribs up on the top. That is an identifying mark to help age it. We still haven't gotten it down to a good age. And then this one is a Walker Gordon Laboratories. And on top it has GD St. Marie milk pasteurized, tuberculin tested, telephone 1110W. Gives you an idea of the age of this. Obviously it's after telephones were invented, before they came up with a 7-digit exchange, so probably early 20th century. I have a whole selection. There's 10 of these bottles. I don't know if they're worth anything. It costed me a total of, I think it was $1 for the whole lot. It is an ABM, or it was made by machine. It has the seam going all the way up, but it has cork on it, and it looks to be fairly old, probably mid 20th century. And then my last one is a free-blown flask, no identifying marks on it. It does have a ground pontil, and the lip and this design here tells me, first of all, if it's free-blown, it's most likely pre-Civil War. With the shape and some of the other aspects to it, it looks to me to be early 19th century, 1820s, 1830s. We're going to have Heckler's Auction eventually look at these. Heckler's Auctions here in Connecticut, and they are one of the top antique bottle auction houses in the country, and they're going to take a look and really give us a good value on them. However, for $20 to $25 investment over 3 weekends, and I bought other stuff while I was out there, I value these at somewhere between $1,000 and $1,300. That's a pretty good return. And that's what it's all about, guys. Just keep your eye out, keep your head on a swivel, and keep looking for those buys, and you'll make money at this. And that's Matt Schofield, New England Treasure Seekers. See you next time.